and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today I thought we would do a fun card using several different stamp sets. We're going to be using part of my story, which is a free stamp set until the 31st of March in Sale-a-bration. And for a £45 spend, you can get this. And it has some lovely inspirational sayings. So it's got, let's get together and giggle. The world needs more people like you. Here's to those who inspire us and don't even know it. I'm so glad you're part of my story. Know that today a friend is thinking of me and you're my chosen family. I absolutely love these. So we're going to use these in a slightly different way today. And we're also going to be using a stamp set which is called Crafting Forever. So it's for all of us crafty people, and we're going to be using part of this one. So we're going to be crafting forever, which I think is what we all want to do and all intend to do. So we're going to have a bit of fun with those ones. And so first of all, we need just a piece of Whisper White cardstock, which is 5 1/4 inches by 3 1/2 inches. So we can then put it on a mat, which is 1/4 inch higher. And we are going to start with, let's start with this one. Here's to those who inspire us and don't even know it. So I'm going to put this one on, and we're just going to do some fun sort of colouring things with it. So let's put it the right way up, pop it on our block. And I'm just taking a good black ink. And this you could really do with all sorts of things. I find that I have cards for crafty people, for thank yous, for demos, for all sorts of people that are crafty people, because crafty people tend to share our passion. And I thought that this would be a good card to send to those people, or if I want to invite them to one of my classes or something like that. Again, it's something that would be suitable for that. So here's to those who inspire us and don't even know it. That's going to be the first one at the top. Now this is going to be a random sort of pop art type of thing. So let's have, I think the next one we're going to have is Crafting Forever, because I really like that saying and that font. Now we don't want the housework part on there, so we are just going to, let's pop that on there. We're going to put a little piece of washi tape just over. Let me just get this so I can see where I'm putting it. Just over there like that. And then I can just tear that little piece off like that. Okay, and that's purely so that we don't have to stamp the bottom bit. And again, I'm going to do it in the black ink because I think the black will show better for when we finish this. So I'm just going to stamp that, remove that carefully. I'm going to put it on the side there because I'm going to try and use it again. And I'm putting this just at an angle, just sort of there. And then I'm going to put the tape back on again, because as I say, it's literally just going to be on this little bit there. So I don't need to replenish it too many times. Just need to remember to take it off, because if you don't take it off, you'll then have it everywhere. And we're going to put the other one just at an angle down there, like that. So Crafting Forever. Now I'm going to put, what else can I put? I think I might just choose another little one on here. So let's get together and giggle. I think that that's when we do our classes and things and have people round to do crafting together, it's always a bit of a giggle. So I think that that's quite a nice one to put. So let's find that. Let's get together and giggle. And I like the sort of changes of font as well, because this is going to be just sort of something that's quite sort of random. And I think I just want one of those. So You can choose whatever of the sentiments you like. You can put them in whatever position you want. It really is something that's just a bit sort of random. So I'm just going to pop this one up like that. Let's get together and giggle. I think that'll work perfectly. So we got 5 on here. You can do as many as you want. You can do as few as you want. It's just going to be building up just something that is a little bit fun. So let's pop this one back in on here. Let's pop that back in the case. And now what we want to do is we want to cover these so that they look a little bit more colourful, shall we say. And I'm using Timeless Textures. Timeless Textures has the most amazing different textures on there. And I think for this one, we're going to use this sort of speckledy type one. So let's have a look at this speckled one. Yeah, that'll work perfectly. So just pop that on a block. Like that. And then we need to choose colours. So I want to have, let's have mint macaron. Oops, sorry if my lights just woggled. I'm just getting my colours out. So we're going to have mint macaron. And then we're going to have Flirty Flamingo, which is very bright, but we're going to stamp it off. So let's ink this one up. Stamp it off once. And then we're going to take it over the top here, like that. Stamp it off and just over the bottom like that. So we've just got a random sort of background. Now, I think we'll have one of the others in the pink as well. So let's have this one down here. So again, that one's just going to come off at an angle. And then we're going to take the mint macaron. Oh, let me just clean this off on my Simply Chamois. Like that. Just stamp it to dry it off a little bit. And then we'll take the mint macaron. And again, I think I probably need to stamp that off because I don't want it too bright. So let's stamp it off once. And we'll do one across there. Like that, and we'll do one across on the other one just over the top. That will look perfect. So then we can just pop that ink pad out of the way. So you've basically got something that is going to just look a bit pretty and slightly different. Now, what I've done is I have taken because I thought, well, this is going to look good with something on top to give it a little bit of dimension. So there's 2 sort of options that you can have. I'll show you both and then you can decide which one you'd like to do. So the Crafting Forever, you could stamp and cut out the scissors. You could stamp and cut out the little block. You could do the case and put that down at one side. But I'm going to be using Family and Friends because I thought, well, I have quite a lot of different crafters and they come in all sort of shapes and sizes. And I thought these little images, there are so many lovely little hairstyles and things like that on there. It would be fun to work with some of those. So I'm going to show you one. And then I have actually made them because it'll take too long to do them. But these are really great because you've got all sorts of different shapes and things. Now, what you have to do is you have to find the bottom of the face first, which is this little tiny one here. Let's just pop that out of the way. So you put the little face in first. And then let me just get the black ink. What have I done with it? Oh, it's underneath that piece there, isn't it? Right. I'm going to move these bits out of the way so I've got a little bit more space. So we need to just ink this little piece up here. And you then need to just pop. It's great for using on scraps of paper because you don't need a huge amount of paper to do these ones. So any little offcuts of cardstock, you can make a few of them fussy cut them out, and you've then got them to add to different things. And again, I thought that this was quite sort of fun and whimsical. So let's have, what sort of hairstyle are we going to have on this one? I think I might have, let's have the bun. Let's have the bun. So pop the bun in on here like that. Ink it up. The nice thing is that you can colour them in whatever colours you want. So you can use our blends, you can use our Stampin' Right markers. Now I am probably going to have to get my head in here because I need to line this up just over on the top of the ears like that. Okay, so excuse me if my head just popped in, but that gives us the face part. Then we need to put a body on. So I'm going to do a face while I've got the faces here. There are 3 different styles of faces, so you can really choose whatever you want. And if you're doing multiples, you can have them all with just slightly different expressions, which is quite fun. So let's pop this one in, and hopefully I will be able to see it at the angle. Pop it in like that, and there's a little face. And then we'll have a dress of some sort. You can obviously have trousers, you can have whatever you want, but the little dress part looks quite good, so I'm just going to pop that on. It will just fit on. They'll all fit on the small A block, which is quite nice. And then this one we have to line it up with, so I am just going to bring it down on here because it's very difficult with my lights to get it exact, but hopefully that's all. It's a little bit high, but it'll do just for this example. So you need to just bring it down just a little tad, because as I say, that was a bit high and I've missed the feet off, but it will give you, I will show you how to stamp that one properly actually. No, I won't. You can work it out yourself. As I say, if I didn't have my light and the angle, it would have come out better. But then you can spend some fun time in colouring it in whatever way you want. This is so much fun because you can do whole families. Because you've got all sorts of different hairstyles for men, for boys, for ladies, for girls, and you've got a couple of animals, you've got babies, and you've got, just build it all up together, and there's glasses and all sorts of things. So that's how you would do it without me doing it that way, so we'll ignore that bit. What I have done is I have cut and coloured 3 out. So we have got a lady like that with sort of grey wispy sort of hair. We've got one with long hair, and we've got one with curly hair and glasses. So you can see you can chop and change and do whatever images you want. So now let's take our piece back on here, and what I want to do is to just put these again fairly sort of randomly. Let's put, should we have one maybe going that way? So maybe going that way, like that. And we'll have that one in the middle like that. Okay, so I'm going to put this on. So let me just put this on a back of mint macaron so that sticks up like that. And we're going to pop these down with dimensionals. So let's get some dimensionals on these. And I think I can probably do I want large or mini? I'll probably want mini actually for these because they'll go into the little spaces. The minis are so good for doing stuff like this. So we'll have one on there, and we'll have just one down where the feet are. Like that. So we wanted this one at a bit of an angle, and as I say, it's a fun way to do a card that you might want to send to somebody who has attended one of your classes, is going to attend one of your classes, or who's just a crafty friend who you want to send something to and go, you know what, it's quite nice to have you in my life as a crafty friend. And sometimes we want to do something that, as I say, is just a little bit whimsical. And most of my crafty friends are fun people, and they enjoy doing all sorts of crafting. And so I thought that this would work for all sorts of different things. So let's just pop this in on here like that. Put that one down about there. Again, you can do whatever angles you want. I'm doing 3 on this one, but you could do however many you wanted. You could do more people, less people, more words. Just play around with it a bit, really. It's just more the, as I say, I always come on and try and give you ideas. And then from an idea, you can take it and change it and do it however you want. It's really just some ideas. So let's put this, we don't want it, let's just put her about there, I think. She's going to just come onto the crafting bit, but okay. So that works like that. And as I say, it is a very simple and easy thing to do with some of our really fun, inspirational quotes that we have. Just put it on because this is a forward mounted one. I haven't cut particularly well, but it will work on there like that. So that's, let's just take this scrap paper out of the way because we don't want that in there, so you can then see it. But as I say, it's quite a fun thing. You could put some other embellishments and things around there if you wanted to. But as I say, just a fun thing to do with a couple of our stamp sets. So the timeless textures, which just gives you that background. And the part of my story, which, as I say, I love some of those sentiments in. The crafting forever, because I think we all want to craft forever. And the family and friends. So thank you so much for watching me, and do look forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye.